Home, home, home on the range. That's right, we finally... Okay, some decisions. We made the farmhouse, and this is... I think this is going to be it. Could be wrong. There's always room for more iterations, I suppose. You just keep going with something until you end up with a version you like forever. But it's the farmhouse. This is Jord the farmer. But what does he farm? What does he farm? So we'll take a look at this half first. It's the farm field. We haven't really done much. We did use bricks on top of bricks for the fence. That's a classic move. They've done that many times throughout LEGO's history in official sets, variations on it in idea books. So I went with the rounded ones because I think it kind of gives a fun look. And I've got a little square section capped off with the mailbox for the town. I think that's fun. But what does he farm? That's right. Crabs. He's a crab farmer. Crab farmers are the backbone of the economy. So I think that this is a real nice little module with some little crabs on there. I've got a ton of these silver crabs. Should they be a more normal color? No. This is a fantasy castle town. Fantasy high magic world. High magic, middle magic, low magic. There is magic in this fantasy castle world. So I think that crab farming and them being silver crabs, that's probably more valuable, right? Why would you farm yellow crabs or orange crabs when you could farm silver crabs, right? So here we have this module, which has been worked on several times. It's still the same one because it's got the... Oh, geez, is that dark nougat? Nougat? It's one of the nougat colors. It's a brick in the road. I went ahead and let's pan up just a little bit. Yeah, that's a nice view. So I went ahead and used the Fabulang green roof. I would like to fix this window, but maybe someday. Fabulang green roof, white window frame there. Ideally could be tan. We'll see if I ever find another tan one in my collection. I guess I could order it, right? A little bit of fence that matches up with the other piece of fence. And then on the side, we have a little tool rack. I went ahead and moved it a little higher so that these tools were off the ground, because if they're too low, they kind of hit the studs and they stick out weird. But at least this way, they're kind of contained. We got a little wrench, we got a little shovel, and of course we do have the hole that he's digging still. So some things never change. Around the back of the house to see the interior. Jeez. I know we talked like, oh no, he's not getting a bedroom. He's not going to get one in this house. Not in this house. I gave him a bedroom. We got a little simple bed there with a little pillow and like some sheets or something on top. If I had a 2x3 tile, I might use that. Would look nice. Little chimney up here. I guess you can see that from the front. And then we've got a table with a bunch of empty bottles, just 1x1 rounds, and then the little chair. Those in the same scale as the Cafe Inn Tavern. That's the one. The tavern, so that we've got a table is a brick and a plate, and then the chair is 2 plates. And then, of course, I did use a chair piece for this one, but I think that's fine. Over here, maybe give him some shelving to put more bottles. What are the bottles for? Of course, crab milk. He's going to have to go out and milk his livestock, so... Yeah, it's a pretty simple little house. I do like this style door. I went with a yellow door after all of this. All the other iterations had green doors, and then I even went with a green roof, but the yellow door matches the yellow windows, I think, real nice. It adds a lot to this brick yellow and new dark red house. I went pretty simple on this one. Future upgrades. Let's talk about future upgrades real quick. It's a classic house, so there's not a lot of room for building, but like I said, shelves would be nice on the inside. Changing that color might be nice. This is all kinds of patchwork. If you can kind of see underneath there, it's a patchwork, and these don't even look quite like... Oh. That happens. It's not... I'm not gonna lie and say it's the strongest, most secure build that I've ever done, because this entire side is 1x2 bricks, and they do not attach to anything. This is 2 1x4s up front here, and that's kind of the main thing holding this second floor up. But again, there's not much up there. You're probably not posing him to get him into bed. He could fit in bed. just lay him down. Just good night, Jord. Nice. So I could do that, but he's probably going to be posed in the lower floor more often. So that's, you know, easy enough. It's actually, is it taller? Well, it's about normal. Sometimes I go a little bit lower on the roofs, but that's about right. It's one brick taller than the classic style door, which that's a lot of room actually. Get in there, feel around. Other material possessions that he probably should have, probably a lamp. I'm thinking possibly in front of the house would be a nice spot for some kind of lamp post. I have this one that I've just been like using for everything because it came in a set, but it's a little paint roller and a thing. But like something like that near the road might be nice, but we don't want to get too crazy with that. There's no real reason for him to have a light, you know, in front of his house because he's not got goods for sale or anything or any reason to attract customers at night. But it still might be nice for him to be able to get home from the bar every night. So just push that together real nice, and you barely even tell it's two separate modules, but yeah, well. Yeah, so I'm really happy with the way this house came out. I like it a lot. It honestly gives me, hey, let me hear from my Harry Potter fans out there, does it kind of feel like Pivot Drive? Just kind of feels like Harry's uncle's house in the vague colors, not that necessarily this, but like just the boop, 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 boop. I don't know. Just, I'm getting vibes. Not necessarily like realistic. I don't know. Maybe I saw someone do this. I did use an inspiration from a Lego Ideas book for this one, but it was a white and red, I believe, build. And also they had a flat roof up here. Skipped that. So I could use these good Fabuland ones, which maybe I'll regret using my Fabuland tiles, roofs. But right now, I'm very happy with it. This is, for now, 70, 80, 90, somewhere in there percent done. Somewhere over 70% done is what I will say about this house. This house is that close. Over here, I still might put some kind of vegetable garden in the like kind of alleyway. Perhaps up front here would be an okay spot for a couple little vegetables to be growing. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates before the road, so I could theoretically put 1, 2, 3, probably just 2, 1, 2, like 1, 2, 1, space, 1. So 2 rows of vegetables. That might look nice. I guess I could also do something against the house if we want to make another little structure of some sort. Anyways, let me know what you think. That's the important thing here. That's why I share it with you guys, is to get just a little bit of feedback. It is my creation, but you know, we're always looking for more creative ideas. I think everyone, you know, just kind of wants to be, you know, not necessarily told what to do, but like, hey, did you think about this? And maybe I didn't think about that. So, anyways, that's the video for today. A little town update. Finally settling on the farmhouse. Yeah.